You want it? Right.
Yeah.
He's got one.
I have it. Literally. It's $1,500. I'm returning one tomorrow. All right. I just got it for this, and it's already giving me stuff. And yes, this is my third wardrobe change. Yeah, pull out the first one, the sweatband, the second one, the nothing COVID, and now I'm there.
Just like your father.
Right, just like my father. So, I'll talk a little louder so we don't get hit. So my dad was pretty funny in so many facets, but definitely his phone etiquette. I mean, he still talks to the day he died like as if he was still talking on landline 30 years ago. I would call him and he would literally say, "Hello, Peter." "I know, Dad, I called you." Like, what? Like, why? I understand the individual that I called. It was you. So then we go to the next one, which is literally him calling me. I'd say, "Hello." He'd go, "Hey, Ryan, it's Daddy." I know. Like, it comes up on my phone. It says Dad on my phone. I get it. He's like, I'm like, but honestly, at least that time he said Daddy rather than "Hello, Peter." Like, we're on a first name basis here. But the last one is the voicemails were fantastic. The voicemails, always one thing. You had to say his name and the
What time
time.
it is? What's the date and what's the time?
Let's see if this works.
So Daddy calling, it's about 11 o'clock. Sorry I missed your call. Just
Yep. And sometimes you get real specific.
Daddy calling. Listen, it's about 12:07, and I'm trying to get a tax document with.
Yep. Oh yeah, he also wanted me to do some work for him or something like that. So I get it, Dad. They're time stamped. They're time stamped voicemails, and your name's on it. It's like, I get it. I know who it was, man. Oh man, but you know what? It's funny because he's literally still talking to an answering machine from 1992. Like literally still thinking he's cool. So my dad was a little nervous. You guys are all like, you want to laugh, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, it's like, especially for his kids, he always had his big, video camera on his shoulder, just taking videos. And for his kids, it's like, it's embarrassing. He's like, "Oh, say something to the camera." And, I'm like, all right, well. But the best part was Halloween. There was multiple Halloweens that he would dress up as some kind of woman. And it would be an old granny, or the one year at Sugar Creek, it was a Hawaiian hula dancer with a coconut bra. Real story.
By the way, I have several pictures of you cross-dressing, okay?
We want me to finish? So, then, years later, there was multiple Halloweens where I also dressed up as a woman. And an old granny, a Hooters waitress old granny. I will not show you pictures of that one. But the best one was, we had Idol Day, like 8th grade, Clarence Middle School, dress up as your idol. A bunch of people are like dressing up as their favorite athlete or something like that. Well, I go as Britney Spears. I stole one of Courtney Jenner's bras and I started stuffing socks in there. I'm walking around like trying to be funny. My friends thought it was hilarious. They thought it was absolutely hilarious. The teachers did not. So my dad was spontaneous, man. He Christmas in August, hanging out at his house. He'd make fires all the time, and he'd make fires when 85 degrees out. 85 degrees. It's like, what, dude? Like, come on. He was a showman, you could say that for attention, like, whatever, but, like, he liked he liked to make people laugh, he liked to make people happy, and there's something to be said about people that, you know, get joy in giving joy. And he did that. He did that. He taught me a lot. One thing he taught me was how, well, he didn't get all the way there, but how not to be a sore loser. And then you guys know me, which you all do. I'm a little competitive, just a little. And but he did stop me from punching walls and punching Courtney when I would lose. So that was pretty good.
How about the golf clubs?
Huh?
How about the golf clubs around the tree?
Yeah, good. Yeah, the
And how about
whole
the
nine laying around the tree. Yeah, he taught me. He did. Like I still did. Whatever. He taught me that. Jonathan, Jake, I'm better than you in every sport in the world. Don't shake me. I know. Probably the biggest thing that he taught me though was to love people for who they are, not how they treat you. It's no, secret that him and my Uncle Bob had a tough relationship, and my dad would always say, I love your Uncle Bob unconditionally, and it doesn't matter what's going on. I know the person he is inside. I understand that he's a great person, and he loves me. He truly does love me. And it's something that taught me a lot. It was like, people are going to agree, people are disagree, people are going to be mad, people are going to frustrate you, they're going to do that. But if you can take a step back and see things through that person's eyes, it will make you understand and see that person in a better way. And he understood that, and it didn't matter what was going on, he always saw the best in people. Sometimes you have to be the stronger person. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person. Because, well, the juice isn't always worth the squeeze. Now, I'm going to pause it. When I start a speech, or I think about a speech, I say it right off the bat. I just say it, and then I write it down like Baker T. Well, I also have a knack of, when my mind, I don't like pause, so when my mind goes, I make up words, and Courtney and Jen always like to make fun of me for it. I just kind of like, it just, whatever comes out of my mind just makes sense. I'm thinking of, I know what I'm thinking of. I know what word I want to say, but I just don't always say it. So when I practice this, girls, here's what I say. Sometimes you have to be stronger, sometimes you have to be the bigger person. Because, well, the hash isn't always worth the smash. What does that mean? What I said, it's like, that's what came out. That's what came out. Listen, I know my dad wasn't always perfect, and no one is. But one thing he was is he was proud of me. He was proud of me. He'd tell me all the time. He would tell me all the time that he was proud of me. And you know what? You got kids and you don't say it, you say it sometimes. Say it more. He would say it all the time. And it was wonderful. Because you know what? At the end of the day, a child, let alone a son, to his father, wants to make him proud. And he would tell me that. He told me that a lot. And I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. So, let's set it off. This is always something like that. Everyone grab the drink. Everyone grab the drink. Here's to you. Here's to you. Saying here's to you, but he said here's to you, like it had an Italian accent, and it was 100% Polish. Italian. Oh, it's 100% Polish, but Italian turned down. But you say here's to you, which means a lot of things. It means here's to you, here's to your family, here's to your happiness, here's to your success, and here's to you as a person. And I just want to say goodbye to him real quick, and then at the end I'm going to say here's to you, and if you guys want to say that after, you're welcome to. Dad, I love you. I hope you're happy up there and finally at peace. Finally with Don, Papa, Anita, Bob. Be doing you. Being a showman. I hope you're throwing a concert up there. Just know that we love you, we miss you, and I hope not for a long time, or I know not for a long time. I will eventually see you and we'll be hanging out, having cheers together again. I love you, Dad. Here's to you.